Many experts all around the world are calling Splinternet blockchain internet or considering it similar to it. But is Splinternet really similar to blockchain, and if yes, then how it is different from Web 3? So welcome to this episode of Tech News, where we will give a simple and detailed answer to this question. To understand this, we need to understand what Splinternet and Web 3 really is. I've already made separate videos on Web 3 and Splinternet, link in description. So first of all, let's talk about blockchain. A blockchain is a database that stores information electronically, in digital format. Blockchains are best known for their crucial role in cryptocurrency systems, such as Bitcoin, for maintaining a secure and decentralized record of transactions. The key difference between a typical database and a blockchain is how the data is structured. As the name indicates, blockchain is the chain of blocks that contain information, and it is a distributed ledger that can be accessed by anyone. Distributed ledger is a database that is consensually shared and synchronized across multiple sites, institutions, or geographies accessible by multiple people. It allows transactions to have public witnesses. The participant at each node of the network can access the recordings shared across that network and can own an identical copy of it. Any changes or additions made to the ledger are reflected and copied to all participants in a matter of seconds or minutes. The blockchain technology was initially described by a group of researchers in 1991 and was originally intended to timestamp digital documents, making it impossible to backdate them or tamper with them. However, it really came in widespread application when Satoshi Nakamoto adapted it in 2009 to create a digital cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and that's because it's almost impossible to corrupt a blockchain, as it works on a very interesting technology. A block contains three elements: data which is recorded in the block, hash of the block, and hash of the previous block. The data stored depends on the type of blockchain. For example, in cryptocurrency, it contains the details of transaction such as sender, receiver, and the amount of coins. Hash, on the other hand, is a unique identification number, just like Social Security number or a fingerprint. As soon as the block is created, its hash is calculated. When something inside the block changes, the hash of the block changes as well. That means the identity of block is changed and it is no longer the same block, thus creating a new block. The block also contains the hash of the previous block, successfully creating a chain of blocks. To better understand this, look at this chain of 4 blocks. Each block has a hash, and a hash of previous block. All the previous hashes point towards the previous blocks. Let's just say someone tampered with the second block. Because of that, the hash of the block will change, which will in turn make all the following block invalid. This is what makes blockchain so secure. But computers now are so fast that they can calculate hundreds or thousands of hashes in seconds, and they can calculate hashes of the following blocks to make the chain valid. To prevent this from happening, blockchain uses something that is called proof of work. Basically, it slows down the creation of new blocks. For Bitcoin, calculating the required proof of work to add a new block is about 10 minutes. That makes tampering with chain almost impossible, because if someone tried to tamper with a block, he has to calculate the proof of work of all the following blocks. But to make it even more secure, blockchain takes help of another tool other than hashes and proof of work, and that is decentralization. Instead of a central entity, blockchain uses peer-to-peer network to manage the chain. Each person on that network receives a full copy of that blockchain. So let's just say a block is created on a blockchain. The new block is sent to everyone on that network. If everything checks out with more than 50% people on the network, the nodes add the block to its own chain. So if someone wants to tamper with the blockchain, they have to calculate hashes, proof of work, and will need to do it with more than 50% people on that network. So, if this is what blockchain technology is all about, then how is this even related to Splinternet? Well, to understand this, we need to focus on peer-to-peer network. In peer-to-peer network, there is no central entity, instead every person on that network has equal privileges and responsibilities. Everyone on the network has access to same set of information, providing the power of decentralization. We've mentioned this in our previous videos, that the internet we're using right now is centralized and is controlled by American FAANG companies like Facebook, Amazon, and Google. Now if countries start creating their own Splinternet, in coming years, we would need to interlink them due to globalization, and that's when every country will share equal privileges and responsibilities. And this is the reason why Splinternet is often described as blockchain internet. Splinternet is not working on same technology as blockchain, but it is a step in creating a decentralized internet, just like blockchain. Because in Splinternet, there won't be a central entity managing the internet, instead all the countries will have access to same set of information and will choose how to use it. Now let's talk about Web 3. Web 3 is often described as blockchain internet. That's because Web 3 is an idea of next evolution of internet, based on blockchain technology and tools of decentralization. Just like we've built cryptocurrency on blockchain technology, we're planning to build our future internet on blockchain to provide us with secure and decentralized web. With Splinternet, the internet will be decentralized on country basis, but still, country could decide what information the public can access. Basically, instead of FAANG companies, the government will own our content and will choose how to use it. Whereas in Web 3, we will own our content and we will choose how to use it, giving every person the ownership of their data, and there will be no middleman companies, or government confining or censoring the content. Web 3 will be new technological revolution in the world of internet, but many countries today are focusing on Splinternet, so that they can censor the internet within their countries as per their needs. Still many of the content is censored and hidden over internet by corporate and institutions. We can use dark web to access majority of that censored content and more. With Splinternet, countries will create another layer of regional censorship over internet, and we might live in a world of parallel internet with borders like countries. Every information will get a different meaning in every country, and to avoid all of this, we need to advance to Web 3. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you check out our detailed video of Web 3 and Splinternet. Share the video with your friends, and if you have any questions, we will be waiting for you in the comments section. Hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss our future videos. Thanks for watching. We bring you all the latest news in the tech world.